Whoa, he can't possibly mean that, can he? Well, let me explain this to you. Every day you wake up, pick up your phone, scroll TikTok for 45 minutes, eat shit food, skip your workout, lie to yourself, and tell yourself at the end of the day, oh, I'm just tired, I'm just burnt out. When tomorrow rolls around, you're just going to repeat it all again. You're not lazy, you're not overwhelmed, you are building Auschwitz in your mind. A self-made prison, built up brick by brick, and you are the warden. Let me explain exactly what I mean by this. Auschwitz was a place where people were stripped of identity, they were stripped of agency, and they were stripped of their own choice. You wake up every day and you strip your own identity by choosing weakness. You handcuff yourself to instant gratification. You build fences up with your bad habits, and then you go on and you reinforce those fences with your excuses. Every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, you're tightening the barbed wire. This isn't like some drama I'm trying to make. This is reality. Millions of men all over the world live in self-imposed prison camps, absolutely dead inside. They've got no purpose, they've got no power, and the worst part is they've got no escape plan because they're trapped there by their own decisions. The first wall you build up in your mind is a wall of dopamine slavery. If you start your day with content consumption, you are training your brain for the rest of the day to seek those quick hits, and you never recover from this throughout the day. The second wall, having a weak environment. If you live with people who complain, if you're going to work a job with people who are constantly complaining about how bad their life is, or friends who encourage your comfort, who encourage you to go out and party on a Friday night instead of doing something which is actually going to build your life, that weak environment is going to lead to no discipline, no push, and no pain, which equals no growth. Third wall, every time you make excuses, every time you have a false belief about what's going on, it saps away your power. I'm too tired. I need to rest. I'll do it when I feel motivated. Think of these as the guard towers guarding your prison. These are the things that are keeping you docile, and these are the things that are keeping you trapped from tackling any of these four walls. Fourth wall, having a complete lack of purpose. No mission, no need to fight, nothing to wake up for in the morning and think, oh, this makes my dick hard, I'm gonna go and get this. So you pacify yourself with junk food, scrolling, fake validation, and you built it. You actually built these four walls. This is not something which is thrust upon us from birth. This is something we decide to do, and once we decide to do it, the longer we go down that path, the harder it becomes to hatch our escape plan and get away from this prison that we've built ourselves. And a lot of people on the internet will actually train you to be proud of living this way. They'll call it self-care, they'll call it balance, but all it is doing is dooming you to a life of slavery to your own desires. So if any of these four walls apply to you, now we need to look towards how can we break out of our self-made Auschwitz. When you're looking for freedom, you have to understand that freedom is not comfort. You don't find freedom lying on a couch with Uber Eats and Netflix. Freedom is the ability to choose discipline over impulse. It's when you're tired and you still decide to go train. It's when you feel fear, but you still execute. It's to get absolutely punched in the mouth by life and not flinch and get back up and keep going. If you're not free from your own mind, you are not free at all. Everything, mental, physical, stems from our own mind. That's what creates our reality. I've lived on both sides of this prison wall. For most of my teenage years and young adult life, I was living inside. I was the weak one, where I thought I was relaxing, but I was really just rotting away. All my potential was going to waste. And then 2 years ago, I thought to myself, no, I've had enough of this. I need to live a hard life to get where I need to be. And I'm so thankful that I decided to do it, because now I feel free. I feel free of these things, and I just wish I'd done it sooner. So if you want to burn your prison down, it's actually quite simple. You don't need therapy. You don't need another self-help book. You need a fucking torch, brother. And here's how you're going to burn it down. 1, audit your addictions. Make a list. What do you reach for when you're stressed, when you're bored, when you're tired? That's what's got you locked up. 2, create a violent structure. Time blocks, non-negotiables. Okay, I'm going to wake up now. I'm going to gym now. I'm going to have a shower now. I'm going to work now. You cannot wait to feel like it. Just do it. This has to be a ruthless structure that you will not vary from when you don't feel like it. 3, kill your comfort triggers. Shoot them in the motherfucking dome. Delete TikTok. Block Pornhub. Say no to sugar. Comfort is the absolute enemy. Comfort is not the reward. 4, find your mission. If you don't know what your war is, you will become a casualty in someone else's. Your mission gives your pain a purpose. Otherwise, why would you suffer? Why would you bother if there is nothing to gain? Absolutely, just go and live a cheap life of comfort because there's no point in trying anyway. Your mission needs to be a rock solid why of why you're going to get up in the morning at whatever time it is, when you don't feel like it, when you're tired, when you're sick, and you just want to go back to bed and eat some junk food. It needs to be solid enough that you can push through that and do the things you need to be doing. And 5, you need to move towards pain on purpose. Train hard. Work when it's hard. Do the scary thing. That pain is how you tear that final wall of barbed wire down and get free. Nobody is coming to save you. I can try and make videos like this, but ultimately I can only make you aware I cannot save you from anything. There's no allied army that's going to come and storm your mental gates. There's just you and fire. You've got 2 choices. You either stay in your self-made Auschwitz, or you burn it down, you walk through the gates, and you step into your life of purpose and freedom. You don't need to wait for Monday. You don't need to wait for motivation. You need to start laying your bricks in the opposite direction towards freedom. At the end of the day, I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to try and tell you what your weak friends won't. You built the prison. You're the one who needs to burn it down. So light the match, brother.